Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Corey Horton now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
On the return.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver.
Yards to go.
It's 2nd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the 1st down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
28 yards.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Quentin Lake on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Kitchens.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. You don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
He's got about 5. He'll get it up to about the 26-yard line.
The tackle by Josh Jobe. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
middle. Now on 2nd and 4.
Line.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Good for a Rams first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ready.
First down, Rams.
Ladies. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Set. Here's a handoff to Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
4th down, Stafford. He's got his man, it's Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Los Angeles.
Set. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10.
The Bengals in motion. Now it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down
on the play.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 17-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Ready. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. The shotgun, it's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for a Rams.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
They'll run. It's Williams. A dive, and he's in. Tyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Nevis good on the extra point. And the Rams are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The
Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. And Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Garner. Darnold going to hustle his guys to the line.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Darnold to throw again.
Rams 45.
That one swung out wide to Walker. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold again. Got a man, that's Garner, the tight end. We'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
To throw again is Darnold. That is caught downfield by Powell. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
Seahawks.
We'll try and hurry to the line here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Darnold to the air once more. That's to the end zone. It's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Darnold to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it. as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Shaheed now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Throwing, Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. He'll get this complete to Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's Darnold. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Here's first and 10. Darnold now to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one, incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. They'll try and run it with Walker, and he will have the Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The run up the middle, it's Walker. A pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Once again, it's Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now, Darnold. Out to his right. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up. But they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Back to throw. That's taken in. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
He's going to try to do it himself, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the two-point try? Well, respond did they ever. Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and that'll move the sticks. 1st down, up to the 40.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
A short throw pulled in by Parkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. On the carry, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, it's Stafford. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Smith. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. And now it's 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll get this out wide. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That one on target to Powell, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Motion.
To throw is Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force
brings up a
3rd down.
And 10 yards.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
Pass interference.
That might make this a 1st down. Here's Darnold again. Open man is Jake Bobo. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's another Seahawks 1st
To
down.
throw again is Darnold. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
And now the decision is go for two. That's a gutsy call, and really, in effect, it's ball game right here. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the other team. They get the two-point conversion. They take the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the Rams as their offense drops back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. One knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Puka Nakua. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Another try, second and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if...
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Pick off by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are right back in this one.
Pass intercepted.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Here's Walker. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Keep
it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks as they start things out.